What is up, AGC gang? Yes sir. Now y'all boys, today we're gonna be talking about a game that I actually did get told of. This game a little while ago. I do remember someone reaching out to me and showing me sneaks of this game, but I was just like not in the right mind frame. Like I didn't really take anything into account. But now, weeks if not months later, I really don't know how long it was, we are back with this game, and this game is called Highborn. And I'm not gonna lie, from what I've seen, I've watched like 2 videos, haven't really seen any sneaks. This game looks really good. Like, I cannot lie, it looks like it has a bunch of potential. And I know I say games have potential, but this one genuinely looks like it could go really far. Now, Highborn is a RPG-like game similar to the infamous Arcane Adventures that is still currently in development. Remember, this game is just like not even beta. This is like alpha. Like, this game isn't coming out anytime soon, from what I think. Don't quote me on that. I would assume probably early mid 2022. I don't even want to say early. Let's put it mid 2022. I would assume. I think. Don't take my word for that. I actually have no dates. I have no inside information. But not only that, apparently it takes inspiration from other anime games as well. I'm just gonna quickly show you guys. I do have the Trello here. I found it literally typing it in Google, but here. So inspirations, SAO. Look at, like, this is really descriptive. I'm not gonna lie. There's a bunch of things here, and then they all kind of like have something inside of them. So from SAO, global announcement similar to episode 1 announcement, depth effect plus sound. So I don't know if this is going to be on the launch of the game or we're going to get a global announcement. It's probably going to be on launch. Hopefully it's like a actual in-game thing that only people that play on on release can experience, because it will just make it more unique. It'll make it more, you know, climatic. Like, only people that play this game on release get to experience this. And if you played even after an hour after release, or even, you know, 2 days after release, you don't get to experience this thing. It would be really cool if it was something like that. We have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Philosopher's Stone, Firebook spell, and you know, ideas of abilities in the show. I'm not gonna lie, so this means there's gonna be, you know, spells, magic. Obviously it is inspired by Arcane Adventures. JoJo Vampire Race. Okay, Vampire Race, there's a lot you could really do with a Vampire Race, I'm not gonna lie. So we're just gonna have to wait and see for that. Arcane Adventures, similar GUI. Building kit, I don't remember what that is. Islands, similar boats. Now, I never played Arcane Adventures, so I don't know what the islands are like, and I don't know what the boats are like. So again, gonna have to wait and see. Samurai Champloo. I never watched this show, I cannot lie to you. Katanas, Japanese island, that'll be really cool. I mean, katanas is like standard in any game that has weapons, right? Spellbooks, grimoires, yep, there's gonna be mages, and Hunt x Hunter abilities. So I'm assuming that's Nen, 10, and abilities such of those natures, etc. And then we have a whole bunch of other things here, but we're not actually gonna go into that right now. Just right now. It's gonna be a little bit later, but not right now. Just gonna, you know what I'm saying, put clips of the game in the background. If you're interested in following the development process, I do think you guys should check out this Trello page though. Like, you can see Pilgrim does have like an actual to-do list, which he ticks off things that are already done. This is a very long list. I'm not even gonna scroll the way down. Like that's a very long list, bro. A very, very, very long list. And then a bunch of stuff, other stuff that he hasn't checked off. So as you can see, a majority of the to-do list is done. And then Pilgrim has his own list that he hasn't done. Fix armor arm, okay. Make islands, gonna make more islands. Party GUI, stat GUI, world pool, water sprout. Okay, so there's gonna be world pools and water sprouts. From what I have seen in the game, chests are a really good big thing, right? From the sneaks and videos I've seen, you're able to collect chests from around the world, different islands, etc. And there's a bunch of chests of different rarities. So from what I know, I'm pretty sure you're not able to actually open the chest when you find it, which would make sense because you don't have the keys for these chests. So yeah, you gotta get the chest, put them on the boat, and sail to an island where you can open it. That basically means that players are going to be able to raid other players' ships if they see this chest around. And that's really cool. This is something that I feel like any game with ships should have, especially the One Piece games we have on Roblox. I don't know how this is a feature that just isn't in any of the games. Like, did it just go over everyone's heads? Like, you can actually go up to ships. If you see an enemy ship or you see just a random player and you see a bunch of chests on there, it's like, hey, yo, y'all boys want to raid that? Let's raid that ship, bro. And y'all just go crazy, take the raid, kill them boys, take the loot, and go get them items, bro. Like, how hard is that to implement? I really do like that feature. I'm definitely looking forward to how that plays out in the real game. Hopefully there's no private servers. Private servers will definitely ruin that experience. I know games like this, in my opinion, should just not have private servers. So we're gonna have spawn in wilderness islands. It's probably gonna be like normal chests, contain random treasures, mostly gold and common items. Okay, take gold chest to local treasure to a local treasure unlocker, which gives you the context of the chest, the contents of the chest. Legendary chest, golden chest, silver chest. Yeah, so it's along the same lines I said. Different rarity chest and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to see how that like gameplay mechanic shows in game. We do have a status effect thing here. I do want to quickly read that. Burning normal fire. Fire burning slows health, causes slow health drain over time. Can be put out by touching water. All right, you should be able to put it out by rolling as well. Just, you know, because fire, you duck and roll. Drench. Being drenched causes no passive effects, although it amplifies lightning damage significantly. That is a feature that's crazy and should have been in Grand Prix Online. I'm sorry. Everything relates back to GPO somehow, some way, because it is the best game on the platform, even though it's a boring one right now. But that's yeah, bro. You fall in the water, your clothes are drenched, a lightning user comes, hey yo, are you wet? And just blasts your ass, bro. Like, it should have been. Oh man, small gameplay features like this go a long effing way. Like, it's just like, I get it. Sometimes, you know, devs might not want to code or implement stuff like that because it means you have to be consistent with it down the road. But players appreciate stuff like this. It might be annoying to deal with because obviously, oh, you fell in the water because of your ship or whatever, and then you get murked. But it's like, it's a huge thing. You get punished. It's I feel like it's really good. Burning blue flames, normal flame effect, 50% more burn damage over time, slows the enemy down. Blue flames are stronger than red, orange flames, so that's granted. So hey man, that's pretty GG for real. One thing I have seen from videos as well that I do need to point out is items, right? So what I've seen, there's like every item has different rarities. Like there's like a common, uncommon, rare, and legendary of the same weapon. From what I've seen, I've just seen pictures. I'm not too sure. I've seen videos and pictures. I'm not too sure if this is gonna hold up. And the reason I don't like that is because it's giving me Genshin Impact vibes. Like, you gotta collect a bunch of the same items and stuff like that, and it's just like everybody's just gonna have different rarities of the item, and it's kind of it's a good mechanic, but it's also not. I just don't like it. I don't like it for some reason. Now, what would have been better, in my opinion, if y'all don't mind me adding my 2 cents to this, is alright, so a lot of RPG games have scrolls that are able to enchant weapons, and there's usually like 100% scrolls, 60% scrolls, 40% scrolls, and 20% scrolls. So 100% scrolls will like boost base attack or boost the base stat that gives extra damage to whatever weapon it is, and that's 100%. You could probably do that 7 or 10 times before you're not able to upgrade that certain item anymore. 100% scrolls for casual, lazy players that don't want any risk involved in their gameplay. And then for the, you know, people that take the game seriously, that actually want to deal a lot of damage, will enchant using 40 and 20% scrolls. So 20% scrolls usually give a bunch of attack stats, or give more base stats. Like, it'll give the most base stats out of them, obviously, because it's 20%. You're gonna get the most reward for it. So it'll give the most base stat increase. It'll usually give some sort of extra stat on top of the base damage increase. Because it's a 20%, you should be rewarded for successfully getting it. And then on top of that, there's a chance that the weapon might get destroyed using the 20% scroll, which is why weapons that get enchanted with 20 and 40% scrolls usually are more valuable, and they get traded around for high values in most RPG games, and stuff like that help boost the player economy. Because yo, you want to deal the most damage, but you know you don't have a lot of luck using scrolls. If you're a rich player, you just go buy that weapon, and now guess what, you got a bunch of damage. You're crazy. Or you're a player that loves taking risk and loves the grind, so you're grinding up these 20% scrolls so you can experiment on trying to get the best equipment, because you've enchanted your weapons and your armor and stuff like that. I'm just throwing a gameplay idea out there to the developers of Highborn or whoever is making an RPG right now, Cough of Emblem Tales. We need enchantment scrolls, bruh. It's a every role-playing game, RPG, MMO, whatever you want to call your game, should have enchantment. Make the gameplay more in depth, and this adds a lot of replayability. Obviously, don't make scrolls pay to win. That'd be stupid, and no one's gonna play your game. You gotta actually grind in game contents to get scrolls. But yeah, no, it adds a bunch of replayability to your game. A reliable player-driven economy, not like GPO where 10-year-olds are charging 50 logias for a Pika. It's more, you know, it makes more sense because yo, I just put 5 20% scrolls in this, and this weapon is legitimately the best weapon in the game right now. I want like 1,000 gold, bro. Give me like 1,000 gold, or give me 100,000 gold for this shit, bro. Like, it would make sense because that's a really rare weapon. I did go off topic a little bit. It's not really about Highborn, but it would be a really good mechanic if, you know, any of the devs want to pick that up. I did waffle a little bit, but yeah, this is a huge Trello page, and I just want to quickly just go over some stuff. I just want to see what it has to offer because I haven't gone through this stuff. So obviously there's magics and fighting styles, which is actually pretty cool. So you got your fist, obviously going to be base. Fighting style, which causes all natural, which is a natural to all creatures which travel the sea. Okay, so everyone's referred to as creatures, which is interesting. Not very advanced, but definitely does some damage. Hopefully there's like an advancement. One thing I do think RPGs need to have is the only games that I know that did, well, a bunch of games do it, but a game that did a base class advancements really well, obviously Rogue Lineage. But I'm going to talk outside of Roblox is Maple Story. You'd obviously have the class you went, and that class was able to advance 2 or like 3 or 4 times. So you would, let's say you had a fist class. That fist class can branch out to 3 different classes. Either you could become some sort of brawler, some sort of martial artist, etc. And then after you have those 3, like, let's call those super classes, each of those 3 classes from the fist are able to evolve into an ultra class. Let's just call it ultra. And then they have advanced, like, it would be like master brawler or something along those lines. You get what I'm trying to say. So class advances, because obviously if you had, let's say someone really wanted to just be fist, right, and it's just the base fist class, that's pretty boring. So drunken fist, swaying fist, obviously these are kind of like advancements, but they're just really different fighting styles. So drunken fist, really cool, you know, Rock Lee. Boxing, boxing is taught by purchased for, okay, so money's gonna be a big thing. Them rare items are gonna cost a lot of money then. You got Nen over here. Hopefully this Nen is a bit of a scary one, right? Because I feel like Nen should be a bit more advanced. You shouldn't just have normal fist combat and Nen. Like what is it, just base Nen? Is there gonna be different types of Nen abilities, or is it just Nen? You know? Volley. Volley's a fire slam, summoning a volleyball, okay. User generates a magic volleyball he holds in their hand. The volleyball sizes up and rotates until proper size and rotation of throw volleyball. Volleyball is thrown, dealing explosive damage and knockback. So it's a ranged ability. Probably gonna have to aim it. I do want to see how this volleyball style is gonna work, because it's something, if you don't get right, it's gonna be really bad. And if you make it overpowered, it's going to be really annoying. But then I would assume a volleyball's M1 speed wouldn't be huge. So if you miss the first initial hit, you're just going to get bullied after that. So we'll see. Coin Chucker from Hunter x Hunter. I'm pretty sure volleyball's from Hunter x Hunter 2. The guy from the Greed Island arc. Gota from Hunter x Hunter throws coin. Money Hunter dashing coin tracker long range trying style M1. User puts in the amount of dollars they want to throw at the bottom of the screen, similar to Cannonball GUI. 10,000 max. The more money you throw, the more damage it does. Coin for net. No one's gonna do this shit unless they're rich, okay? Because alright, cool. If you're rich, this is gonna have to be an overpowered. It has to be, because if this isn't overpowered, it's technically useless, and you're not gonna have anyone that utilizes this fighting style. If it's gonna cost money, obviously it has to cost money. Where would you use your ability? But still, if this isn't broken, there's no reason to use it. It has to be broken. I want to see how that goes. Jaja Kid. Okay, so we have Gon's ability. I don't even want to read it because y'all know how Gon works, right? Vampire. Jojo Vampire can grip people, which turns them into a zombie NPC. So you can basically have a minion of zombies. That's pretty cool. Same grip ability as Ghoul. Laser eyes, shoot, move. Ooh. Ice freeze. To move players less than hot. Move to players with less hot. Okay. Crazy. I gotta talk about, obviously it's gonna be legendary, so it's gonna be hard to get, but less than half HP is crazy. Now I'm assuming ice freeze would completely freeze the player and either insta kill them, or it's a really long crowd CC, crowd control, stun, root, whatever you want to call it. It's obviously not gonna be a stun, but I would assume that lasts a while. Either it insta kills or it lasts a long time. I feel like if that's the case, you should do it to players with like 1/3 of their HP left. Because half is wild, bro. Half is still a lot of HP. I ain't gonna lie to you. Conceal presence. Okay, so you can go invisible, or like people with Nen aren't able to detect you through walls. View humanoids for a certain distance. Destruction, resurrection. It sounds OP if you can resurrect when you're down. Sense parts flying everywhere. Big bang, impact, scream throw, heavy hit. I don't want to read all of these. Intense screen shake for 3 seconds. Need 1 second experience, man. Guys throws. Hey, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. If all of these initially come out at release, this is a lot of release content. This will probably be the game with the most release content we've had all year, or decade, because GPO didn't have a lot of content at release, but GPO was really nice with the amount of content it had at release. Update 0 was really nice. There's a lot here. Grand Line possibly, wetlands. Oh, you gotta make the map bigger than this. See, one thing I'm gonna say, and hopefully the devs take this in the nicest way possible. The islands can't just be blocks of squares or a cylinder in the center of the map or some part of the map. They need to be actual islands. You know, like Sea of Thieves is probably the best thing I can You get off at an island, and this island genuinely contains this completely brand new place. It's like a genuine. It's crazy. It's like a place. It's a place, bro. It needs to be in depth. It needs to be in depth, bro. It can't be like this, bro. I can't be able to see the whole context of the island by just sitting on it. We don't want GPL style islands. We don't want block suite style islands. You get off at that island and it's like there's genuinely content inside of it. Like each island needs to be a brand new experience to a player. I feel like the best thing we can relate this to is Deep Woken. Like every island is gonna be an experience. Every island you go to should be a unique experience. It shouldn't be a square block, bruh. I feel like we've progressed so far in Roblox. We shouldn't be getting square blocks as islands for real, bro. I hope y'all boys make it to this part of the video, bro, because this is important. If anyone made it to this part of the video, please put a timestamp and put important need to watch there, bro, because it can't just be a block, bro. Vast Blue 13 4C No Man's Land. It can't. If this is an island, I'll be so upset. Obviously the game is still in the early development, so there's a lot of room to change this, and I wouldn't even mind if you needed a whole nother year for the game in order to make every island like an island, you know. But not a giant. Come on, bro. We can't have that, bro. Just want to see if there's any other pictures here. No. Okay. Well, Wilderness Islands. They gotta be nice, bro. Like this would be cool. Like Wilderness Island is like a big jungle, right? And there's like different caves you can go into. Different caves have like mazes inside of them. Some of the mazes might have NPCs inside of them that like attack you, like monsters that attack you. A different part of the island you need to like do some sort of parkour on some Lara Croft type stuff, bro. There's so many games to take references from. On some Lara Croft type stuff. Lara Croft doesn't go into an island and she walks from one side of the island to the other side of the island, takes the chest and leaves with no consequence. She takes the treasure in the island and the island starts attacking her. Like, you know what I mean? It's got to be something crazy, bro. It's got to be something. It can't just be some bland island. You can AFK farm the chest respawning every fucking 20 minutes. Come on, bro. That would piss me off, bro. And then you got a bunch of races here that I'm not gonna go through. I'm gonna leave the link to this in the description because I do think this video is going on too long. This video has really just been me adding on ideas to this. Like, I want to quickly say as well, developers, you can't just DM me and ask me for ideas for your game. I gotta actually like see your game and be able to relate to it in some sort of way for me to give an idea for it. Because it's like a game like this, I can envision it actually being good, right? So I've played video games and I have that RPG knowledge, so it's kind of like I want to share that knowledge and help. Maybe you actually give a F about your game and you might want to add some stuff to it. I don't know. I ain't trying to like downplay anything. I'm just trying to give ideas because I want to play some good fucking video games. But yeah, no, that's it for the video. Highborn genuinely looks interesting from what I've seen. I watched Shiver Away's video. Shout out to Shiver Away because I'm gonna be using some of the clips from his videos because he's like the only person with content on the game. So, and there's another YouTuber, I can't remember his name. I'm gonna put a screenshot and stuff like that. Shout out to him as well. But yeah, no, Highborn. This game has potential. I'm not gonna lie to you. This game genuinely has potential. And when someone says a game has potential, it doesn't mean the game's gonna be good. It means the game has potential to be good. For like, people don't know the definition of words, so they like assume you're hyping up the game when you're really, and like you're looking forward to the game. There's a difference between hyping up a game and looking forward to a game. I don't feel like Roblox players understand the difference between the two things. But I'm gonna shut up now. Appreciate you, AGZ gang. If you made it to the end of the video, put revolver effects in the comment section down below. Love y'all boys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.